What's up, you guys? I got some stuff going down here. I'm putting this thing back together. I put a few things on without you. Don't get mad at me. I got the oil pan on. Don't forget to put your dabs of what the hell you want to call it, the sealant. You gotta put your sealant there, the gasket sealant in all the corners. You gotta put the gasket sealant in all the corners where the timing cover meets the oil pan on both sides. And you gotta put some ATV or some sealant, some gasket sealant right here where the back cover and the pan meet. If you don't, you'll be leaking oil. So I think this thing looks really good. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm spraying this other head gasket. These are my LS7 head gaskets right here. They're LS9 head gaskets, excuse me, but they're 7 layers. That's where I got the 7 from. So they're the LS9 head gaskets, 7 layers, and I'm gonna spray them with this copper spray gasket. And that's just gonna help seal things up. I'm gonna put a coat on this side, let it dry. I'm gonna flip it over and coat the other side, let it dry. And then put it on, and then get the head on. I'll have you guys on a tripod by then. And I got these ARP bolts, head bolts. Boom. So I got those going in, and we'll get those torqued down and just keep on trucking. This thing's coming together really nice. I'm excited about it. Okay, so this should be dry by now. We'll let it sit over here for a little bit. Be good enough anyway. So you just want to let it tack up a little bit. So let's see here. Where's my front? So there's my front. Here's the back. Let's go ahead and stick this on there, just like that. Get these on those tabs like that. I just be careful. I don't want to touch around here if I don't have to, because this stuff gets tacky. It'll pull away and get on your fingertips. It gets tacky. Just like that. Make sure to sit down on her good before you walk away from it. You don't want it falling off there. So now I'm gonna go ahead and start getting my head studs in. So I got these new ARP head studs like I showed you before, and it comes with this lube or whatever you put on there, like assembly lube. So what I do is this is kind of like anti-seize, it looks like. Coat the threads like that. Drop her down in there. Start off with the 2 small shorties on the side. I'm probably putting, I don't know how much you need to put on there, but I figure if you put some in all of them and you use up what they gave you, then that's probably the correct amount, I assume. I don't know. So I'm just gonna start putting them in there. tightened up a little bit anyway, just start the threads. Oop. Need an extension. Need me an extension to get in there. Torque sequence. We got to do our torque sequence. We got to go in order. So it says to do all of them in order, like 25 foot-pounds, and then 50, and then 75, and then you tighten your top bolts up here to 25 foot-pounds. So I'm just gonna do like the same thing I always do, and just kind of use my impact to get things snugged up. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. So now we got them all tightened up. Now we're going to torque them down to 25 foot-pounds is what we're going to do. In the same order. That's our starting point. So let me get my socket on here. And I'm still going to need an extension. So I'll get my socket and my extension up on here real quick. Hopefully my impact doesn't roll away. So let's see here. I know this is 1, 2. I gotta get my paper. Get my paper. So 1, 2, and we got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So then we're going to kick it up a notch. We're going to set it for 50 and go hit them all again. So 50 foot-pounds is quite a bit, really. Like if I was reusing my stock ones, which I've done before, I would only torque them to like 65, and then these are ended up at 75. So there's 1, 2, 3. There's 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. Now I'm just gonna go over them real quick just to make sure. I don't see how it moved a little bit. I try to follow close to the same order as I can. Alright. So now we're going to go up to 75. We're going to grab the bigger torque wrench. gonna set it for 75. You got 75 foot-pounds of torque on the old Richter scale. And we're gonna just go in order. There's one. That's really stinking tight. Two. That's tight, boys. It's real tight. Three. Four. And then I'm gonna go over these two and click them one more time. I like to do another round of clicks. Okay, so okay. Then we'll get our other one on there for 25 foot-pounds on the top. Get our 10 in there, 10 milli. Make sure we scale it back so it's on 50 from doing the head bolts. So it's 25. Just like that. And I like to re-click it. I like to do another round of clicks. Maybe we'll just snug it up a little bit more. I like to do a lot by feel. You know, you torque it, and then you just feel it a little bit. You don't break nothing. But I mean, I'm not saying like crank it, but just give it a little. If you feel like it needs just a touch more, give it just a touch. Unless it's a bearing, you know, that's clearanced out, so you want to listen to the specs on that. But something like this, if you like the head bolts, you know, just a little bit tighter maybe, might not hurt anything. But I wouldn't do that to a bearing because you'll crush it. Can't party without those guys. Throw these on in the hole there. And then what you want to do is you want to make sure your lifters are seated on your cam. So I just go ahead and push down just like that. You see how that one fell? Sometimes you got to push down hard, sometimes you don't. Just make sure everything's in there nice, so that way everything's all happy when you put it together. There. So now, I'm just gonna kind of get these going here. So just hand real quick. That's what I like to do. I'll get them centered up, and just kind of tighten them down. I did the other side to 25 as well, so should be fine. There we go. Now we can get our valve cover on. This thing is coming together very nice, very nice. Oh wait, I gotta get my gasket. Gotta get my gasket in there. I'll be right back. I'll stop the tape for a second. Okay, got my gasket on there. So I'm just gonna go ahead and tighten it down. There we go. That thing looks nice. Now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna throw some tape on there real quick, just because I don't want anything getting in the motor. So I'm just gonna do that right off the bat. Don't even give nothing a chance. Last thing you want to do is pull the head back off, you know. Dang, just like that. Just like that, guys. Get everything protected. Nothing's gonna get in there. So let's get it up right here and see how it looks.